mycoplasma?
मैम वॉइस इज कटिंग 0.3 माइक्रोमीटर
Okay.
0.3
0.
माइक्रोमीटर
0.3 micron meters. Okay. Chalo. So we will start with prokaryotic cell today. Okay. Just spare me a minute, huh? Okay. So prokaryotic cell, the meaning of the word pro is primitive. Okay, the meaning of the word pro is primitive, and karyo means karyon, which is nucleus. Okay, so it means primitive nucleus. Okay, now which simply means what? Okay, as life was evolving on Earth, before prokaryotic cell, you also have many other concepts of coacervates, microspheres, and then finally, when a proper kind, you also have a concept of progenote. Okay, and then when a proper cellular form was formed, okay, like a cellular organization was formed, that was prokaryotic cell. Okay, that is the primitive, which contains primitive nucleus, or the most oldest form of nucleus. Okay, so there is no proper organization of the nucleus. Okay, please remember. Okay, primitive nucleus का मतलब है just शुरू हुआ है. Okay, evolve होना शुरू हुआ है. So everything is not going to be ready over here. Okay, later on I'll give you one more analogy later on. Okay, so the three parts. The three parts of the prokaryotic cell are the cell envelope, next we have the cytoplasm, okay, and we have the cytoplasm consists of the non-membrane bound organelles. Okay, please understand one thing over here. ऐसा कभी भी नहीं होगा कि organelles नहीं है. Okay, organelle. Okay, I'll just give an example. Let's say, for example, this is an organelle, that is mitochondria. Okay, this is the organelle mitochondria. Now, what does this mitochondria consist of? यहाँ पे ये जो है, these are the two membranes, and this is the matrix. Okay. Now, the matrix is going to consist of all organic, inorganic substances which are going to take part in your Krebs cycle, in ETS, and then in link reaction. Okay. Plus, it's going to consist of various respiratory enzymes. So, अगर ये सब है और मैं इसको सब निकाल देती हूँ, okay, and whatever was present over here in the matrix, that matrix becomes a part of the cytoplasm. Okay, so what is important about any given organelle is the content of that organelle. Okay, please understand, the content of the organelle includes the enzymes of that organelle, one. Secondly, maybe organic and inorganic substances which are a part of that organelle. So all those things become a part of the cytoplasm. Okay, so they will have non-membrane bound organelles. कभी कभी ना ऑप्शन में आता है no organelles, that is wrong. Organelle का content है, okay, but it is just non-membrane bound. Next, and the third part is the nucleoid. We do not use the term nucleus over here, it's called the nucleoid. Okay, or it is also called as single chromosome. can also call it as the naked genetic material, okay, or single chromosome. Okay, so these are the three parts that the prokaryotic cell will be divided into. Okay, please copy this. डीपी किसका नाम है? प्लीज अपना नाम चेंज करके प्लीज अपना नाम ठीक से लिख दीजिए बेटा. डीपी, कैपिटल डी एंड पी.
ओके मैम.
आपका नाम क्या है बेटा?
दीप्ति पिंपळे.
ओके, दीप्ति. ओके ओके. ओके, नेक्स्ट. ओके, ये हो गया. अब हम सबसे पहले सेल एनवेलप लेते हैं. ओके, नाउ we will also take up whatever is given in the textbook at the end of the class. एक portion होने के बाद मैं textbook में से भी ले लूंगी. Every word we will take it up from the textbook so that okay, अगर कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि there are small words, so we have to even catch those words. Okay, तो हम वो भी ले लेंगे. Okay, don't worry. So we'll start with the cell envelope first. The cell envelope, okay, has three parts. The three parts are, first is glycocalyx, second is cell wall, and the third is cell membrane. Okay, glycocalyx, cell wall, and cell membrane. Okay, now glycocalyx is of two types. Okay, glycocalyx is of two types. Okay, there's any new student today? There is any new student today?
Neha Rat.
Neha? Neha?
Yes. Yes, miss.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so glycocalyx. Okay, now this glycocalyx could be like a loose sheath. It could be like a loose sheath. Okay, if it's a loose sheath, we will call it as slime layer. If it's a loose sheath, we will call it as slime layer. Okay, and sometimes it could be tough. A tough and a thick covering will be present, which is called the capsule. Okay, and usually the organisms that have the capsule, okay, are virulent. Usually the organisms that bear the capsule are virulent. Okay, so for this, just put a star mark over here. Okay, and just in the bracket you can write refer Griffith's experiment. Okay, refer Griffith's experiment. Okay, now the two layers, the function of the two layers is to protect the cell. Okay, is to protect the cell from phagocytosis. Okay, please इतना सा जल्दी से copy कर लीजिए and we will move ahead, that is with the cell wall. Done?
Done, ma'am.
So we'll take up the next layer, that is cell wall. Okay. Now, we know that prokaryotic cells possess a cell wall. Okay. Prokaryotic cells will possess a cell wall, but there's an exception over here. That is mycoplasma. Okay. Mycoplasma does not have a cell wall. Mycoplasma does not have a cell wall. Okay. And we also have archaebacteria. Okay. Which will have different component. Okay. Or it will have a different composition. Okay. Than the regular one. Okay. Than the regular prokaryotic cell. So what is the regular prokaryotic cell wall made up of? It is made up of peptidoglycan. Okay. I have just split this word. It is actually one word. Okay. Peptido would mean made up of amino acids. Okay. Peptido means made up of amino acids. And glycan, okay, is a carbohydrate. Okay. Glycan is a carbohydrate. Okay, so just for us to understand this. Okay, next. So what is this peptidoglycan made up of? It is made up of two components. That is, okay, an acetyl glucosamine, and the second component is an acetyl muramic acid. Okay, you can remember this as NAG, short form में, and this is NAN. Okay, ऐसे तो नहीं लिखते हैं A वाला, but you can just remember it. Okay, so an acetyl glucosamine and an acetyl muramic acid. Okay, this is very, very important. Okay, that's because we have three different types of cell walls. Okay, the three different types of cell walls are, one is the prokaryotic cell wall, that is a bacterial cell wall, which is made up of peptidoglycan. Okay, the second one is cell wall, okay, present in the fungi, which is made up of chitin. And then we have a third cell wall, which is made up of cellulose. Okay, cellulose, hemicellulose, pectins. So you have to remember, okay, this is a very important question, that the cell wall of the prokaryotic cell or bacteria is made up of peptidoglycan. Okay, please copy this down. Okay, please copy करो जल्दी से. Okay, done. Done, students.
Yes, ma'am.
Next, okay, यहीं पे, okay, okay, with respect to the cell wall, okay, we have to understand one more small concept, okay, that is, okay, the gram staining concept, okay, वो ही करना है हमको, okay, but उससे पहले हम करते हैं cell wall का function, okay, so function, so now please try and understand, जिनके पास भी cell wall होगा, okay, cell wall is going to provide a rigid structure to the cell, okay, all those organisms which have cell wall, okay, the cell wall configures, okay, a rigid structure, okay, so it provides a rigid structure first of all, okay, now because of this rigidity, okay, you can determine the shape of the cell, okay, you can determine the shape of the cell. Okay. Okay. It determines the shape of the cell, one. And secondly, because of the cell wall, okay, उसकी जो rigidity होती है, I've just drawn a structure, okay, ऐसे हो सकता है, you can also have a cocca, you can have a vibrio, okay, कोई भी shape हो. So, okay, ये जो shape होता है, and because of the presence of the cell wall, okay, the bacterial cell is prevented, okay, from either bursting or collapsing, okay. Now we know that all these organisms are found kahin pe bhi ho sakte hain, okay, these are omnipresent, but they are also present in water, okay. तो समझो अगर water में होंगे तो water will keep seeping inside the cell, isn't it, okay, but because of the presence of the cell wall, okay, the cell membrane, okay, and the entire cell, okay, is prevented from either bursting, okay, or collapsing, okay, either because of high turgidity or plasmolysis, okay. So cell wall is a very important, okay, please mark these two functions which are given in the textbook. Textbooks अपने साथ में ही रख लीजिए. Next we'll take up gram staining, okay. Textbook में gram staining नहीं दिया हुआ है, but then they suddenly simply talk about gram staining out there, that organisms which stain positive, okay, which take up the stain are called as gram positive, which do not take are called as gram negative. So हम पे समझते हैं कि क्या है ये gram stain. Gram staining, okay, the concept was given by Christian Gram. Okay, so what we do over here is, we first of all take a clean slide, okay, glass slide होता है ना, okay, so we take a clean glass slide first, okay. Next, after that we are going to add, okay, the specimen water, okay, मतलब क्या है, मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि उस water में बैक्टीरिया होंगे, okay, so I will add a drop of it, okay, I will wait for some time. Then the most important part is we're going to add an alkaline solution, okay, alkaline solution of gentian violet, okay, or crystal violet, okay. तो यही से हमको समझ में आता है the color is going to be somewhat bluish in color, okay. तो पहले हमने वो specimen water डाल दिया, फिर हमने ये stain डाल दिया. We wait for some time, then we are going to add, okay, we are going to add 0.5% iodine solution, okay, 0.5% iodine solution, okay. Now after we've added this, we wait for some time, whatever excess is present, excess water solution is present, we'll try to wash, we'll try to drain it off. Then we are going to add acetone or alcohol, okay. मेरी ना ये नेल पॉलिश निकल गई है, okay, so निकल गई है, मुझे निकालना है उसको, तो what do I use?
Acetone.
Acetone.
Okay, so यहाँ से आप please try and understand करो, okay, why is this acetone used? So that हमको stain को remove करना है, okay, हमने ये जो stains डाले हुए हैं, we trying to remove the stains, okay, so that is the reason we use acetone, or alcohol. Okay, alcohol is also used, for a lot of things where you want to just wash away. जैसे I just tell you, कहीं पे भी कुछ दाग लग जाता है. जैसे for example, I had written and kept over here, before the holidays, and then when there were holidays, I just forgot to erase, and then it became so stainy. So what I did is I had alcohol in my house, and अभी तो सबके घर में alcohol है ना? Everybody in the house is carrying alcohol. Okay, so I had that alcohol with me in the sanitizer. I took it on the cotton and I wiped it. Okay, so you see, whenever we want to remove stains, we use alcohol or acetone or alcohol. Okay, so once that is done, okay, then you will add a cover slip. There is a glass cover slip. Okay, now you take this slide and watch it under the microscope. So when we observe it under the microscope, the bacteria or the organisms that have taken the stain, okay, or which appear bluish, okay, you will see, bacteria which is bluishly stained, okay, we will call them as gram positive bacteria. Okay, one example of this gram positive bacteria is Bacillus subtilis. Okay, Bacillus subtilis. And organisms which do not take up the stain, okay, they are called as gram negative bacteria. Example of a gram negative bacteria is the E. coli. Okay, so what do we do with this? Okay, हमको इसको stain करना ही है. Okay, so what we do is we will further stain it with safranin dye. Okay, we'll further stain it with safranin dye. Okay, which is like an orangish color. तो उसको stain करने के बाद वो color आ जाता है. Okay, so just please copy this. इसको बस extra में डाल देना. Okay, ग्राम स्टेनिंग का जो है एक्स्ट्रा लिखो. ओके, एक्स्ट्रा लिख के फिर इसको डाल देना. ओके, जल्दी से कॉपी कर लीजिए. एंड आई टेल यू व्हाई एग्जैक्टली डज दिस हैपन. Okay, okay. So I just want to show you an example, Okay. So I have this diluted ethanol with me. Okay, I hope you all can see it. You know, this is diluted ethanol that I have in my house. Okay, that's spirit. Okay, so I've just stained it. Okay, I want to erase. Okay, this is also kind of a, ये भी stain ही है ना, ink stain है. Okay, तो मुझे इसको erase करना है. So see, I can erase it. You see, so beautiful it is going off. है ना? So please try and understand. Okay. मैंने आपको acetone का भी example दे दिया. How the girls will remove their nail polishes. Okay. So alcohol. Okay. I know I'm playing a little much. Okay. So this is how we can remove the stains. Okay. So please remember, we want to remove the stains. Okay. We will use alcohol or acid. Next, why does this happen? Okay, ऐसे होता क्यों है? Why does some bacteria take up the stain and why others do not take up the stain? Okay, so just please notice gram positive bacteria, okay, gram positive bacteria and gram negative bacteria. Okay, they have a cell wall which is single layered. Okay, it is single layered, but it is very thick. Okay, they have a cell wall, okay, which is very thick. And over here, okay, they will have a cell wall which is double layered. double layered, but it is thin. She will say, but ma'am, यहाँ पे तो एक layer है, इतना thick है, ये तो यहाँ पे तो 2 layers है, इतने पतले कैसे? So just give you an example, okay? Like for example, I have this, okay? So imagine karo, this is the cell wall, okay? So see, that is the thickness, okay? एक ही है, but this is thick enough. And let's say I have this two, okay? मेरे पास दो है. I have this 2 layers, okay? But then even if I take them two, okay, it is becoming a very thin layer, है ना? So that is the understanding, okay? It is single layer, but it is thick. It is double layer, but it is thin. Okay, one. Second important thing, okay, is that the lipid content, okay, the lipid content is quite low. Okay, the lipid content of the wall is quite low, and the lipid content is quite high. Okay, now what happens is, because the stain, okay, the color, the gentian violet or the crystal violet, that color will go and get in, embedded in this thick layer. यहाँ पे तो thin layer है, ऊपर से लिपिड कंटेंट है. लिपिड कंटेंट क्या होता है? लिपिड कंटेंट में जो भी चला जाता है वो वॉश अवे हो जाता है. यहाँ पे तो लिपिड कंटेंट लो है. दैट इज व्हाई द स्टेन रिमेन्स ओवर हियर एंड दैट इज व्हाई द स्टेन goes off from here. Okay, please just copy this in the extra part only. Okay, we will move on to cell membrane. Done? Okay. Next. Okay, is the cell membrane. Okay, so cell membrane is structurally, okay, जो cell membrane होता है, it is structurally similar. The prokaryotic cell membrane is structurally similar to eukaryotic cell membrane. Okay, so यहाँ पे कभी कभी एक क्वेश्चन आता है, नेम वन स्ट्रक्चर. ओके, मैं यहाँ पे ना, मैं सबको यहाँ पे जस्ट लिख देते हैं. हाँ, ऐसे एक बॉक्स कर दो. ओके, कुछ तो स्टार मार्क या कुछ तो कर दो, एस्टेरिक डाल दो, और फिर कैन यू हियर मी? श्रद्धा, श्रद्धा नहीं हो, सुनाई दे रहा है? तो मेरा बैंडविड्थ तो एकदम सही चल रहा है, मेरा बच्चा पूरा दिखा रहा है. श्रद्धा, आप सुनाई दे रहा है बेटा? श्रद्धा,
Yes, ma'am.
सुनाई दे रहा है अभी? कैन यू हियर बेटा?
Ma'am, breaking. Your voice is breaking.
ओके. अंजलि, अच्छे से सुनाई दे रहा है?
Yes, ma'am, it is clear.
श्रद्धा, एक काम करेंगे, श्रद्धा आप वापस रीजॉइन कर सकते बेटा?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, थोड़ा सा लीव करो और वापस रीजॉइन करो. वैसे भी मैंने वेटिंग रूम ओपन रख दिया है. हाँ,
Okay.
जल्दी करो, चलो मैं वेट करती हूँ. आगे क्या वो? Okay, so the two structures, okay, that are similar or that are present in prokaryotic cell as well as eukaryotic cell are, okay, one is cell membrane, Okay, structurally similar है prokaryotic और eukaryotic का cell membrane. And next is there is one more organelle which is almost similar to prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell, that is ribosomes. Okay, it is only that the ribosome in prokaryotic cell is 70S type and in eukaryotic cell, okay, is 80S type, but in the mitochondria and in the chloroplast of the eukaryotic cells we will have 70S type. Okay, तो कभी कभी वो राइबोसोम वाला ऑप्शन नहीं देते तो सेल मेम्ब्रेन इज करेक्ट, और कभी कभी वो सेल मेम्ब्रेन नहीं देते तो राइबोसोम इज करेक्ट. ओके, अगर दोनों दिया हुआ है तो दोनों करेक्ट है. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट. श्रद्धा आ गए. ओके, एट एनी पॉइंट समझ में नहीं आ रहा है प्लीज पूछ लीजिए. मृदुला वीडियो क्यों बंद है? वीडियो वीडियो नहीं दिख रहा है आपका. ओके, नेक्स्ट. Now, so what is this cell membrane made up of? Cell membrane is made up of phospholipid bilayer. Okay, यहीं पे जस्ट एक मेंशन कर लेना, वैसे भी हम लेने वाले हैं. ओके, phospholipid bilayer मतलब 2 लेयर है वो. phospholipid bilayer. Now cell membrane is very important because it is selectively permeable. Okay, it is also going to have your proteins. Okay, जो हम बाद में पढ़ने वाले हैं, proteins, extrinsic proteins as well as intrinsic proteins. Okay, so प्राची एग्जैक्टली क्या रिपीट करना है, जल्दी बोलिए. Cell membrane is made up of phospholipid bilayer. Okay, cell membrane. Okay, cell membrane in prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell is structurally similar. Okay, and ribosome. Okay, in prokaryotic cell we will have 70S ribosome. In eukaryotic cell we will have 80S ribosome. But in the mitochondria and chloroplast of the eukaryotic cell we will have 70S ribosome. Okay, तो अगर cell membrane option है वो correct है, और अगर ribosome है वो भी correct है. Okay, next. So cell membrane is made up of phospholipid bilayer plus proteins. Proteins could be intrinsic, extrinsic proteins. Okay, so exactly similar hai, and it is going to be selectively permeable. Now listen, sometimes in some places you also have this word semi-permeable. Okay, so there is no need to get confused. Okay, selectively permeable and semi-permeable. Okay, semi-permeable means allows solvent to move across it. Okay, and does not allow solutes to move across it. And selectively permeable means that it's going to only allow selective particles to move across it. Okay, so please copy kar lijiye cell membrane, and we will move on to nucleoid first. Okay, that is the genetic material. Then we will take up the organelles. The second part that we're discussing is the nucleoid. Okay, the nucleoid, okay, is also called as the genophore. Okay, the nucleoid is also called as the genophore. Okay, there is no nuclear membrane. There is no nuclear membrane. There is no nucleolus. Okay, क्योंकि न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन नहीं है तो वैसे ही कोई न्यूक्लियोप्लाज्म भी नहीं है, मतलब स्पेशल न्यूक्लियोप्लाज्म नहीं है, ओके, एंड देयर इज नो हिस्टोन प्रोटीन्स, ओके, प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस, देयर इज नो हिस्टोन प्रोटीन्स, ओके. सो अगर पूछा जाए डू बैक्टीरियल सेल्स have histone proteins, your answer is no, they do not have histone proteins, okay. So there is no nuclear membrane, no nucleolus, no nucleoplasm and no histone proteins. मतलब आप हमेशा ऐसे बताते हो ना न्यूक्लियस को, फॉर एग्जांपल दिस इज द सेल, आप न्यूक्लियस बनाते समय न्यूक्लियस का न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन ड्रॉ करोगे, फिर एक न्यूक्लियोलस ड्रॉ करोगे, ओके, फिर आप क्रोमोसोम्स ऐसे ड्रॉ करते हो, है ना, और ये जो है यू विल मार्क दिस एज न्यूक्लियोप्लाज्म. तो ये सब कुछ नहीं, ओके, सिर्फ क्रोमोसोम है. क्या है? क्रोमोसोम. इट्स अ डबल स्टैंडर्ड डीएनए, बट सिंगल क्रोमोसोम जो होता है इट इज डबल स्टैंडर्ड डीएनए. ओके, नाउ दिस, ये जो डीएनए है, ओके, व्हाट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट करेंटली, द जीनोफोर, द न्यूक्लियोइड, और दिस डीएनए दैट वी टॉकिंग अबाउट is also called as the genomic DNA. Okay, it is called as genomic DNA. Now, what do you understand by this genomic DNA? Okay, that's because we are going to also use another word which is called as plasmid DNA. Okay, so I'm just trying to make you understand what is genomic DNA. This genomic DNA will contain genes. Okay, this genomic DNA will contain genes that are required, okay, for regular metabolic activities. Okay, for regular metabolic activities. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल एक बैक्टीरिया है, तो बैक्टीरिया क्या क्या एक्टिविटीज करने वाला है, ओके, इट विल डू रेस्पिरेशन, ओके, वेदर इट इज एरोबिक एनारोबिक रेस्पिरेशन, तो रेस्पिरेशन करेगा, तो रेस्पिरेशन के लिए जितने एंजाइम्स चाहिए वो होंगे, ओके. उसके बाद वो ट्रांसलेशन करेगा, ट्रांसक्रिप्शन करेगा फॉर सर्टेन प्रोटीन्स, ओके, जो उनके अपने बॉडी के प्रोटीन्स हैं, ओके, तो दैट, ओके, वो करेगा, ओके. उसके बाद उसको रिप्रोडक्शन करना है, तो रिप्रोडक्शन के लिए जो जो प्रोटीन्स चाहिए, all that will be present in the genomic DNA. Okay, so whatever is the inherent property of that particular bacteria, वो जो बैक्टीरिया उसकी जो अपनी इनहेरेंट प्रॉपर्टी है एज अ बैक्टीरिया, एज ई कोलाई बोलिए या एज बैसिलस बोलिए, एज कौन सा है एग्रोबैक्टीरियम बोलिए, तो उनकी जो अपनी इनहेरेंट प्रॉपर्टी है, दैट इनहेरेंट प्रॉपर्टी इज बिकॉज ऑफ द जीनोमिक डीएनए. ठीक है, समझ में आ रहा है? ओके, यू कैन, अगर हम ये जीनोमिक डीएनए इस सेल में से निकाल देते, बैक्टीरियल सेल में से निकाल देते, दिस सेल विल एग्जिस्ट नो मोर. ओके, so if we remove this genomic DNA from the bacterial cell, this cell will exist no more. वो जिंदा ही नहीं रहेगा because उसका अपने, you know, what do you say, these are the housekeeping genes. Okay, मतलब वो उनको अच्छे से रखते हैं, उनके सारे जो metabolic activities होते हैं, they are regulated, okay, by this genes. Regulated in the sense they will make those proteins, enzymes, okay, for the metabolic activities. Okay, please copy this first and I will take up plasmids. Okay, now sometimes this nucleoid, okay, sometimes, okay, this nucleoid may be directly attached, to the cell membrane. Okay, कभी कभी वो directly cell membrane से attached रहता है, या कभी कभी it will be attached through the mesosome. तो अगर आप अपनी टेक्स्ट बुक में अगर डायग्राम देखोगे, आपके टेक्स्ट बुक में डायग्राम नहीं दिया हुआ है, अब जल्दी से कॉपी कर लीजिए, फिर मैं आपको एक डायग्राम बताती हूँ.
Done, ma'am.
Done? Everybody done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Can you see the diagram?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So I'll show. Please take a screenshot of the diagram right now only. Okay, because we'll not be able to show it again. Okay. Now if you see over here, okay, this is the mesosome. Okay, I'll tell you what is this mesosome later on. Okay, this is the mesosome. So sometimes what happens is यहाँ पे तो ये जो न्यूक्लियोइड है ये हमने सेंटर में दिखाया है इस डायग्राम में. Okay. Okay. But sometimes it can so happen. एक second. Sometimes it can so happen that this nucleoid, okay, could be attached. Okay, जैसे for example यहाँ पे it could be attached through the mesosome. Okay, one. Or second, it could happen that this nucleoid is present over here and is directly attached to the cell membrane. Okay, this is one. Second, okay, you can see how the pili is coming out. One is called as pilus. Okay, so this is the pili. Okay. Next, you see a polyribosome over here. Okay, we'll explain to you what are polyribosomes. You can see the ribosomes also. There is a mesosome. Okay, the outermost layer. Okay, this is the outermost layer, which is the cell and cell envelope का जो part है glycocalyx. The second layer is cell wall, and ये जो inner membrane होगा यहाँ पे, okay, ये जो inner membrane होगा यहाँ पे, it's not happening clearly, हाँ, that is the cell membrane. Okay, so please इसका एक screenshot ले लीजिए जल्दी से. Okay, done.
Yes,
समझ
ma'am.
में आया डायग्राम? बिकॉज एनसीईआरटी में तो डायग्राम नहीं दिया हुआ है, इसलिए मैं बता रही हूँ. ओके, डायग्राम हो गया. ओके, चलो, थैंक यू. नेक्स्ट वी विल टेक अप द प्लाज्मिड डीएनए. एनीवेयर, कहीं पे हम लोग पढ़ते हैं क्या प्लाज्मिड डीएनए? प्लाज्मिड का कोई यूटिलिटी है हमारे लिए? 11th 12th स्टैंडर्ड में हमने कहीं पे पढ़ा है?
In biotechnology.
वेरी गुड.
antibodies resistance.
यस, वेरी गुड. एंटीबॉडी नहीं बेटा, एंटीबायोटिक रेजिस्टेंस. हाँ, बहुत ही ओके. आप लोग ना कहीं पे ऊपर ना मैं जस्ट 2 वर्ड्स ले लेती हूँ. ओके, एंटीबायोटिक एंड एंटीबॉडीज. ओके, एक सिंपल सी अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऐसी होती है. ओके, बहुत ही सिंपल बता रही हूँ. इट विल हैव मोर implications also, but antibodies का मतलब क्या होता है? It is produced by the organism. Now who is that organism? For example, myself, any other animal. Okay, so we make this antibodies. And why do we make this antibodies? You know, only when the infection or only when a foreign particle has entered into our body. Next, what is antibiotic? Antibiotics are made by microorganisms, okay, like bacteria, fungi, and they are going to kill another microorganism. Okay, antibiotics are chemical substances which are made by one type of microorganism which is going to kill another type of microorganism. Okay, but antibodies are made by higher organisms, okay, to kill the foreign particles. Okay, so we'll start with the plasmid DNA. I am requesting you all, okay, that अगर कभी भी किसी भी word को लेकर, okay, any word, let it be however small, मतलब कभी कभी ना ऐसा हो जाता है कि you know छोटे छोटे इंग्लिश वर्ड्स भी हमें कभी कभी नहीं आते हैं. ओके, मुझे भी नहीं आता है. इट्स एब्सोल्युटली फाइन, है ना. इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी दैट वी नो एवरीथिंग, है ना. सो कभी कभी ऐसा हो जाता है जब हमको छोटे छोटे वर्ड्स का मीनिंग समझ में नहीं है. जैसे यू नो मुझे रिसेंटली मुझे रेवर का मतलब चाहिए था. ओके, रेवर. आई जस्ट हर्ड दिस, यू नो, आई रेवर इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, आई बाव एंड रेवर. तो मुझे रेवर का मतलब समझ में नहीं आया. ओके, so I initially thought it must be river. Then I was like, what is this river? Okay, but it was river. रेवर का मतलब है आई बाउ एंड रेवर टू यू, मतलब आई पुट फोर्थ माई सेल्फ, आई बाउ टू यू, यू नो, आई एम गोइंग टू लिसन टू यू, सो समथिंग लाइक दैट इट मे. सो इट्स एब्सोल्युटली ओके इफ यू डोंट नो एनी मीनिंग. ओके, अगर कोई इंग्लिश वर्ड का मीनिंग नहीं आता है जो बायोलॉजी में है, हाँ, जो बायोलॉजी में है, और या फिर कोई अगर बायोलॉजिकल वर्ड है उसका मीनिंग नहीं पता है, या मीनिंग पता है बट उसका यू नो यू नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड इट्स एक्चुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग, या उसका उसका मतलब क्या होता है बायोलॉजी में. Okay, so you can please ask me. Chat box open hai. Okay, please ask me. Don't hesitate. There's nothing to feel wrong. Okay, we are. It's not necessary that we should know that we know everything. Yes, but definitely we have to make an attempt to know a lot of things. Okay, chalo. So plasmid DNA. Now, not all the bacteria will have plasmid DNA. First, okay. हर एक बैक्टीरिया में प्लाज्मिड हो ऐसा नहीं होता. Some bacteria, okay, will have plasmid DNA. कभी कभी एक होता है, कभी कभी बहुत सारे होते हैं. Okay, so what is this plasmid DNA? It is a double stranded DNA. Okay, double stranded होता है वो. It is circular. This is very important. This is circular. Okay, double stranded circular DNA. Okay, and it is extra chromosome. Extra chromosomal का मतलब होता है, which means that it is, okay, extra genomic. Okay, see क्या होता है ना, when we will understand this part, okay, we will understand biotechnology में, टेक्नोलॉजी में जब हम प्लाज्मिड्स करेंगे हमको ज्यादा सोचने की गरज नहीं पड़ेगी, बिकॉज वी विल नो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इट इज. ओके, सो ये जो प्लाज्मिड डीएनए होता है हर एक बैक्टीरिया में नहीं होता है. इट इज प्रेजेंट इन सम बैक्टीरिया. ओके, इट कुड बी वन, इट कुड बी मेनी. तो व्हाट इज इट? इट इज डबल स्ट्रैंडेड सर्कुलर डीएनए. यू मस्ट हैव नोटिस ना, वो ऐसे ऐसे होता है उसका डायग्राम, डबल होता है. ओके, या फिर कभी कभी वो लोग ऐसे बस एक सर्कल दिखा देते हैं ना प्लाज्मिड के लिए. सो इट्स अ सर्कुलर डीएनए एंड इट इज एक्स्ट्रा क्रोमोसोमल और एक्स्ट्रा जीनोमिक. Now, what do you mean by this? अगर किसी बैक्टीरियल सेल के पास नहीं है ना प्लाज्मिड डीएनए, इट्स ओके, इट हैज इट्स ओन जीनोमिक डीएनए एंड इट कैन सर्वाइव. ओके, बट व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ दिस प्लाज्मिड डीएनए? होता क्यों है? ओके, that's going to be because it confers special properties, unique properties, like providing the bacteria with antibiotic resistance. Okay, now this is a very good property, okay, beneficial property for the bacteria, but it's a very bad property, no, not property, it's a very bad thing for us. Okay, because maybe the doctor is treating with some kind of antibiotic. Okay, because he knows it is that kind of bacteria, so he's treating it with that kind of antibiotic. But if the bacteria has already developed resistance, okay, to that antibiotic, that bacteria will still survive. Okay, and the treatment is going to fail. Okay, so that is why we have to have this understanding. अगर ट्रीटमेंट फेल हो रहा है, अगर आपको श्योर है कि ओके दिस इज इट, द ट्रीटमेंट फेल हो रहा है, तो दैट कुड बी बिकॉज ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस. ओके, नाउ आई जस्ट गिव यू एन एग्जांपल. Tuberculosis is a bacterial disease, okay, which is caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Now, initially there was a group of drugs that were used against that bacteria, to kill the bacteria, and it really took 1 year, एक पूरा साल उनको वो मेडिसिन खाना होता है, and then after that you have to again do test, and then if it is negative then you can stop the medicine again, others you still continue. But in many cases they found that the patients were not recovering only from tuberculosis even after continued medicine, continued medication. And then they did the sputum test analysis, and they found that the bacteria had undergone changes. Okay, so one reason could be that because of the it had undergone changes because of the plasmid. Okay, one reason could be. Next, so next is we use plasmids. Okay, please note that yahi pe likh lena. We use plasmids as vectors, okay, in genetic engineering. We use plasmids as vectors in genetic engineering. Okay, so please try and understand how important it is. And one more thing, plasmids jo hote hain, this is one very important thing. Plasmids are only present in prokaryotic cells. So I just tell my children to remember this. P say plasmid, P say prokaryotic cell. Okay, will fungi have plasmids within them?
No.
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 So huh? ओके, सो व्हेन आई एम डूइंग जेनेटिक इंजीनियरिंग, मैं जेनेटिक इंजीनियरिंग कर रही हूँ और मुझे ना एक फंगाई के अंदर कुछ इंट्रोड्यूस करना है, सम आई हैव टू यूज इंट्रोड्यूस सम जीन्स इनसाइड द फंगाई, कैन आई यूज द प्लाज्मिड? Can I use the plasmid?
No, ma'am.
No, we will not be able to use the plasmid. Only when we are using a bacteria, okay? अगर हमारा बैक्टीरिया होस्ट है, okay? तो हम उसी के अंदर प्लाज्मिड यूज कर सकते हैं एज अ वेक्टर, ओके? सो ये अंडरस्टैंडिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, ओके? नेक्स्ट, कॉपी कर लिया?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
वो बेटा
then for fungi हम लोग क्या use करेंगे as a vector?
क्या यूज कर सकते हैं, बोलो? YAC सुना है आपने?
Yes.
क्या है YAC?
It is something yeast artificial.
Very good. Okay, it is yeast artificial chromosome. Okay, चलो नेक्स्ट हम लेते हैं साइटोप्लाज्म एंड साइटोप्लाज्मिक कंटेंट्स, ओके? तो सबसे पहले मैं साइटोप्लाज्म लेती हूँ, ओके? मेरी बात सुन लीजिए, साइटोप्लाज्म आपके टेक्स्ट बुक में ऐसे तो मेंशन है नहीं कहीं पे, ओके? बट प्लीज टेक डाउन साइटोप्लाज्म, बहुत ही छोटा सा टॉपिक है। दिस इज द थर्ड पार्ट, दैट इज साइटोप्लाज्म। नाउ व्हाट इज दिस साइटोप्लाज्म? ओके, the cytoplasm is a fluid, okay? It's a fluid which is going to contain all the organic, inorganic substances. Okay, now you will see, ma'am, what are these organic and inorganic substances? Okay. Organic जैसे for example glucose है ना? Glucose, अगर E. coli lactoperon में जा रहा है तो lactose हो सकता है, lactose will break down into glucose and galactose हो सकता है ना? प्लीज ऐसे थोड़ा थोड़ा कनेक्ट करके सोचिए। उसके बाद उसको अमीनो एसिड्स चाहिए, डिफरेंट डिफरेंट अमीनो एसिड्स चाहिए, ओके? डिफरेंट डिफरेंट लिपिड्स चाहिए, फिर डिफरेंट डिफरेंट रिएक्शंस के लिए एंजाइम्स चाहिए, ओके? अगर वो रेप्लिकेट करने वाला है ना? अगर समझो वो बैक्टीरिया जो भी है वो रेप्लिकेट अगर करने वाला है, ओके? तो उसको न्यूक्लिक एसिड्स लगने वाले हैं, है ना? तो वो दैट इज न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स, ओके? न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स, न्यूक्लियोसाइड्स वो लगने वाले हैं, है ना? सो देयर सो मेनी डिफरेंट, ये तो मैंने बहुत ही फ्यू नेम किए, देयर सो मेनी डिफरेंट ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स required, okay? Inorganic compounds would mean all your mineral elements, okay, which are required in the different processes, okay? So organic and inorganic substances are present in that fluid matrix, okay? This is first. Second understanding is, okay, it will also contain, okay, so this is first, I'm writing the second one over here, okay? The second is it will contain all the organelles, okay, the contents of the organelles, okay? जो भी, for example अगर हम राइबोसोम ले लें, okay, राइबोसोम is present in the cytoplasm, है ना? So राइबोसोम्स जितने भी ऑर्गेनेलीज हैं, okay, you will say बट मैम यहाँ पे तो मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड नहीं, हाँ सिर्फ मेम्ब्रेन नहीं, उस ऑर्गेनेली के ऊपर मेम्ब्रेन नहीं, बट ऑर्गेनेली तो है ना, कंटेंट ऑफ द ऑर्गेनेली है, okay? तो ऑर्गेनेलीज आर प्रेजेंट ओवर हियर, okay? Next, and it will serve as a ground, okay? Ground मतलब it will serve as a site, place, okay, or a ground for all the metabolic activities, okay? For all the metabolic activities. Now please understand, cytoplasm, okay? Any given organism, कोई भी ले लो, whether it is a prokaryotic cell या फिर eukaryotic fungi, plant या फिर animal cell, कोई भी ले लो, उसके साइटोप्लाज्म में यही होगा। ऑर्गेनिक मटेरियल होगा, डिपेंड करेगा, ओके? अलग अलग हो सकता है, कॉम्पोजिशंस अलग अलग हो सकते हैं, ओके? मिनरल एलिमेंट्स होंगे, ऑर्गेनेलीज होंगे, ओके? एंड इट इज गोइंग टू सर्व एज अ ग्राउंड फॉर all the metabolic activities, okay? थोड़े metabolic activities will occur inside the organelles, okay? but अगर in and out करना है, सेल के अगर in and out करना है, तो then it is going to be in the cytoplasm, okay? So please understand, cytoplasm is a very important structure or a very important part of the cell, okay? जल्दी से कॉपी कर लीजिए।
Done, ma'am.
Next is in the cytoplasm itself, we will take up the first structure. Okay, that is mesosomes. Okay, तो साइटोप्लाज्म के अंदर पहला स्ट्रक्चर हम जो ले रहे हैं दैट इज mesosomes. ओके, अभी अभी डायग्राम में मैंने आपको mesosomes दिखाया था. ओके, सो व्हाट आर दिस mesosomes? टेक्स्ट बुक में ही मार्क कर लीजिए, फिर आप अपने लिए लिख लेना. ओके, बाद में mesosomes, इट इज अ स्पेशल मेम्ब्रेनस स्ट्रक्चर. ओके, मतलब क्या है, एक मेम्ब्रेन जैसा है उसके अराउंड. ओके, इट इज अ स्पेशल मेम्ब्रेनस स्ट्रक्चर which is okay in the form of vesicles, tubules and lamellae. ओके, सो वो जो स्ट्रक्चर है मेम्ब्रेन, उसके उसके पास एक मेम्ब्रेनस स्ट्रक्चर है वो. ओके, इन द फॉर्म ऑफ वेसिकल्स. वेसिकल्स आर समewhat like structure. Okay, the tubules are in the form of tubes. ऐसे. Okay, and lamellae is more of like this. Okay, ऐसे ऐसे हो सकते हैं और एक कनेक्टेड हो सकता है. Okay, so vesicles, tubules which are like pipes, and then you have lamellae. तो ये जब तीनों एक साथ जुड़ जाता है, it forms a very very you know what you say, एक स्ट्रक्चर जैसा बन जाता है, that is called as mesosomes. Okay, and one more thing, this structure is inside the cell. Okay, so these are called as invaginations. Okay, मतलब अंदर की तरफ है. Okay, inward, या फिर you can use the word inward projections. यहाँ पे तो ये words नहीं दिए हुए, but sometimes in the question bank they ask you, name the the invaginations of vesicles, tubules and lamellae, or the inward projection into the prokaryotic cell, okay, which is involved in DNA replication. ऐसे कुछ भी पूछ सकते हैं. Okay, so that's why I'm giving this. Next, what is the function of this mesosomes? Okay, the function of mesosomes is it helps in cell wall formation. Line में ले लीजिए, okay, so that you know you're not going to forget anything. 1 2 ऐसे कर लीजिए, so that you know how many functions are there. Distribution of DNA to daughter cells. Okay, distribution of DNA to daughter cells. Sorry. DNA replication, respiratory processes or respiration. Okay, secretory processes. Okay, and basically what exactly it does is it increases the surface area for enzymatic reactions. Okay, it increases the surface area. It increases the surface area for enzymatic activity. Let's say for example, this is the cell. ये prokaryotic cell है ये. So ये इतना plasma membrane है. So because these mesosomes are coming out like this, okay, ठीक है, this is a mesosome which is coming out. So what is happening is, देखो पहले तो बस इतना ही surface था for action. I'm so sorry, huh? Okay. So this is the cell membrane. Okay. So because of the presence of this mesosomes, okay, if you can understand, देखो surface area increase हो गया है ना for other reactions to occur. Okay. So please remember all the 6 points. Okay. और हमेशा ना numbering करो ठीक से. Okay. जब भी आप लिखने के लिए बोलते हैं ना, हमेशा नंबरिंग करो. हम जब नंबरिंग करते हैं तो हमको ना याद रहता है, ओके चलो हम वहाँ पे 6 फंक्शंस थे, तो 6 फंक्शंस में क्या क्या होने वाले हैं ऐसे. तो जब अगर हम नंबरिंग नहीं करेंगे, समझो आई डोंट राइट द नंबर्स, ओके, सो आई मे हैव अ टेंडेंसी टू फॉरगेट वन ऑफ इट, है ना. बट इफ आई हैव रिटन द नंबर और मैंने देखा है 6 है, तो मैं 6 को याद करने की कोशिश करूंगी. ओके, प्लीज कॉपी दिस फास्ट.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, we'll take up the second structure, that is ribosomes. Okay, we'll start with ribosomes. Okay, now please open your textbook. Okay, please open your textbook simultaneously. Okay, and please note, they have given the size of the ribosome. They have given the size of the ribosome. Okay, and the size of the ribosome is 15 nanometer. Okay, 15 nanometer to 20 nanometer. तो देखो कितना छोटा सा साइज है ये. ओके, प्लीज, बिकॉज उन्होंने साइज मेंशन किया है, आपको ये साइज लर्न करना ही है. ओके, द राइबोसोम इज 15 नैनोमीटर टू 20 नैनोमीटर. फंक्शन ऑफ राइबोसोम, जहां कहीं पे भी आपको राइबोसोम मिले, प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड करो, उसका फंक्शन है प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस. ओके, प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस बोल सकते हो, पॉलीपेप्टाइड सिंथेसिस बोल सकते हो. ओके, सो function is protein synthesis. Okay, and I always tell my children, to remember ki, ribosome is like a kitchen. Okay, even chloroplast is also like a kitchen. Okay, तो chloroplast का जो kitchen है, it is a kitchen for starch synthesis, kitchen for glucose synthesis, and this is a kitchen for protein synthesis. Okay, this is a kitchen for protein synthesis. Next, ribosomes of the prokaryotic cell, okay, is 70S type. Okay, is 70S type. Can anybody tell me what does this S stand for?
Sedbox unit.
Red box unit.
Sedimentation coefficient. Okay, it stands for the sedimentation coefficient, and it also stands for the scientist who gave us this term, that is Swedberg's unit. Okay, so meaning correct for that is okay. Now the 70S is made up of two units. The two units are, okay, हमेशा याद रखना, ribosomes are always made up of two units. एक smaller unit और एक उसके ऊपर बड़ा unit. Okay, I always tell my children, to remember ribosome like a burger. Okay, but जो नीचे का bread है वो छोटा है, but ऊपर का upper bread is big enough. Okay, like a burger. 30S and this is 50S. Okay, so 70S will consist of the smaller unit, that is 30S, and a larger unit, that is 50S. This maths is not wrong, this is correct maths. Okay, I know it is making 80, but it is 70. Okay, next, there is another concept over here. Okay, that is called as polysomes. Has anybody heard of polysome or polyribosome? Last year के paper में, okay, there was a question on polysomes or polyribosome. So what do you mean by polyribosome? Can anybody tell me?
Chain of ribosomes.
Okay, chain of ribosome. For what? Okay, now listen. What is polysome or polyribosome?
Ma'am,
Ah.
ma'am, it's a group of ribosome bound to the mRNA molecule.
How many mRNA molecule?
Single.
Thread.
Single. Yeah, single. Okay. So see,
Okay,
please pay
ma'am.
attention. This is the mRNA. Okay. ये क्या है? This is mRNA. Now, this mRNA will move across this first ribosome. That will go across second. यही वाला फिर यहाँ पे जाएगा. जब यहाँ से जाएगा तो समझो, let's say for example उन्होंने ये एक पेप्टाइड बना दिया. Okay, peptide A. Then this same mRNA will move across the second ribosome, it will make another peptide. Will it be A or will it be B? Will this peptide, polypeptide be A or B? Yes, please answer. Will this be A or B?
A.
Yes, very good. That is the understanding I wanted you all. Okay. Next, फिर यहाँ से तो वो निकल गया अभी, फिर यहाँ पे आ गया, फिर यहाँ पे बना दिया. That will go over here to the third ribosome, and then finally go to the fourth ribosome. Okay, और यहाँ पे भी वो प्रोटीन बनाएगा, प्रोटीन या पॉलीपेप्टाइड बनाएगा. That is going to be again A. Okay, so यहाँ पे please try and understand. Okay, because ना bacteria में, okay, you also have a concept called as operon. Okay, tomorrow you are going to tell me what is operon. कल आप लोग मुझे बताओगे क्या operon. और मुझे ना बहुत बड़ा बड़ा definition नहीं चाहिए. मुझे ऐसे सोच लीजिए कि आप एक नॉन बायोलॉजी टीचर को समझा रहे हो और वैसे सबसे सिंपलेस्ट डेफिनेशन चाहिए. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल मैं पॉलीजोम के लिए आपको एक सिंपलेस्ट डेफिनेशन बताती हूँ. सिंगल एमआरएनए, ओके, सिंगल एक ही एमआरएनए, ओके, will pass through many ribosomes. Okay, single mRNA will pass through many ribosomes one after the other, and it is going to make many copies. Okay, or it is going to make large number of a single polypeptide or protein. Okay, क्यों? Though the ribosomes is different, okay, जो mRNA जा रहा है वो एक ही तरह का mRNA जा रहा है, तो एक ही तरह का polypeptide बनेगा. I can just explain to you this very in a different manner. Let's say for example मुझे बनाना है क्या बनाऊं मैं, मुझे बनाना है पनीर पुलाव. Okay, तो मेरे पास रेसिपी है, मैंने पनीर पुलाव बना दिया. I pass that recipe to अंजलि. अंजलि ने भी पनीर पुलाव बना दिया. Then अंजलि passes the recipe to नेहा. Okay, फिर नेहा ने भी पनीर पुलाव बना दिया. फिर नेहा passes the recipe to प्राची. प्राची ने भी पनीर बना. So if you just see, it is only one recipe. Okay, that mRNA is only one recipe, which is going to different kitchens. Okay, but ultimately क्या निकलने वाला है, उसी एक रेसिपी का प्रोडक्ट निकल. But you are going to get many copies of it. Okay, so please understand ribosomes, okay, or polyribosomes or polysomes. Okay, जल्दी से कॉपी कर लीजिए. Okay, done. ठीक है. It's almost timed out. Okay, that is 11.13 हो गया है. Okay, I'll pick up the next topic. हम कल कर लेंगे. Okay, दूसरे जो टॉपिक है जैसे chromatophores. In the meantime, what we can do is we just move on to your textbook. Okay, page number 128. Okay, इस डायग्राम के पास वाला हम बस कर लेते हैं. Okay, the prokaryotes have a cell wall surrounding the cell membrane except in mycoplasma. Please note कर लीजिए. The fluid matrix filling the cell is the cytoplasm. There is no well-defined nucleus. The genetic material is basically naked, not enveloped by a nuclear membrane. In addition to the genomic DNA, okay, that is the single chromosome, or it could also be circular. हाँ, जो genomic DNA है वो, that is single chromosome, it could also be circular. Many bacteria, okay, many bacteria have small circular DNA. The small DNA are called plasmids. The plasmid DNA confers certain unique properties, phenotypic properties, to such bacteria. Okay, that is one is antibiotic resistance. DNA is used to monitor bacterial transformation with foreign DNA. Okay, जैसे for example, like we take that plasmid DNA, we introduce our gene of interest into it, then it is called as rDNA, and then we take that rDNA and introduce it into the bacterial host. Nuclear membrane is found in eukaryotes. No organelles like the ones in eukaryotes are found in prokaryotic cells except for ribosomes. Okay, so जैसा राइबोसोम होता है, because राइबोसोम के खुद के पास मेम्ब्रेन नहीं होता है. Okay, please यहाँ पे एक लाइन लिख लेना. Ribosomes do not have a membrane. Okay, ribosomes do not have a membrane. Okay, so No organelles like the ones in eukaryotes are found in prokaryotic cells except for ribosomes, क्योंकि ribosomes के खुद के पास ही membrane नहीं है. Prokaryotes have something unique in the form of inclusions. Okay, inclusions हम कल कर लेंगे. And a specialized differentiated form of cell membrane. Okay, इस word को identify करो. A specialized differentiated form. Okay, of cell membrane. क्यों? That's because normally cell membrane जो होता है वो एक circular या spherical में होगा, but this is like कुछ like tubules, lamellae, vesicles के form में होगा, which is called mesosomes, and it is characteristic of prokaryotes. Okay, they are essentially infoldings of the cell membrane. Okay, तो हमारा ये भी हो गया, सेल एनवेलप भी हमने काफी कवर कर लिया है, मीजोसोम्स भी हमने कवर कर ली. ओके, सो एनीबॉडी वांट्स टू से एनीथिंग?
मैम टेस्ट कब होने वाले हैं?
हो जाएंगे जल्दी से, प्रकाश सर बता देंगे, आप पढ़ना शुरू कर दीजिए. ओके,
ओके मैम.
yeah, so shall I call off for the day? Any queries?
No, ma'am.
Okay, चलो, bye bye.